Episode 5. Digital Marketing Strategy in a Nutshell. In our previous episode, we mentioned a few of the key pillars that social media marketing relies on. As mentioned, the first step is the development of a strategy. When developing your social media marketing plan, you need to make sure that it is sustainable and that it has a positive impact on your business. In order to create a social media strategy that fulfills these goals, a few steps must be thoroughly completed. 1. Research your target market, buyer persona and audience. 2. Determine the social platforms where your target market is. 3. Determine your key metrics and performance indicators. 4. Research and get to know your competitors. 5. Design blueprints for content that is unique, relevant, and engaging. 6. Properly organize the schedule for publishing. Let's take a closer look at these steps so you can begin applying them as soon as possible. Step 1. Research your target market, buyer persona and audience. This means you need to think and identify who are your buyers, what are their needs and interests so you can address them accordingly. Think about the people you are trying to talk to and classify them. For example, if you are running a bed and breakfast situated in an area that offers wildlife sighting, make sure you classify them as wildlife aficionados. If you operate in an area abundant in historical landmarks and relics, make sure you have your audience cataloged as history aficionados, etc. A buyer persona is not just about interests. There are other important aspects you need to consider, such as age group, civil status, education level, etc. By identifying these categories, you will be able to determine what content will attract the type of followers and customers you hope to gain. Think about it this way. It would be pointless to market your mountain biking services to people over the age of 65. In spite of their interest in nature and outdoor activities, they might not be the most suitable to purchase these experiences. Just as a mud wrapping arthritis treatment might not be the first thing a person aged 20 to 25 might purchase. Step 2. Determine the social platforms you will market on. It is important to point out from the get-go that there is no right or wrong answer when choosing the platforms you are going to share content on. But being present on the platforms where your target audience spends most of their time is definitely an advantage. In example, marketing for pimple-removing products on LinkedIn will probably not yield the same return as doing so on Snapchat. For this step, it is important to have an overview of at least the main social media platforms, which is something we will learn in the following episodes. Step 3. Determine your key metrics and performance indicators. Vanity may make us all relax at the thought that we are doing a great job with our social media marketing execution, but it is important to identify the data that is actually relevant to your set goals. The following breakdown tells you some of the metrics that you should consider. Reach, the number of unique users who saw your post. How much of your content actually reaches users' feeds? Clicks, the number of clicks on your content or account. Tracking this is essential to understand what drives curiosity or encourages people to engage or even buy. Engagement, the number of social interactions divided by the number of impressions. This metric can help you understand how well your audience perceives you and their willingness to interact. Hashtag performance, which hashtags are associated with your brand/products/services. Which are the most used? Understanding this can help you shape the future content you will be sharing. Sentiment, this is the part where you measure the way the audience reacts to your content, your brand, your hashtag, etc. What sentiment does your content trigger? How do they feel about your brand? Understanding this can shed a light on if and how you should adjust your tone, behavior, and even company values and culture. Step 4. Research and get to know your competitors. Looking into what your competition does will help you understand who they are and what they are doing that works, as well as what isn't so good. This can help you better understand what the expectations and standards in your industry are, and also help you discover opportunities. For example, you might discover that your competitors are highly active on Facebook but not as much on Instagram, and this can point your focus towards those platforms where your target market exists but the audience is underserved, rather than fighting over attention on a platform that is already dominated by a competitor. Step 5. Design blueprints for content that is unique, relevant, and engaging. The content you share and associate with must stand out, be relevant, and provide the audience with a good reason to engage. The blueprints for your content should be designed factoring in elements such as competition, audience behavior, likes and needs, uniqueness and relevance, features of the platform used, trending and relevant hashtags, etc. Step 6. Properly organize the schedule for publishing. While your content can be shared one by one, it is highly recommended that you organize a schedule for your posts and automatize the process. There are a variety of tools such as Sprout Social, HubSpot, Hootsuite, etc., that can help you schedule your posts in advance, and some of them even have a post engagement and interaction monitoring feature. While automatizing this is not a mandatory action, having a consistent and constant posting schedule is.